Welcome to Indigos Gaming, and welcome to a match of Starcraft 2 played by people that are way better than me. Landing in the bottom right corner on the map Light Shade, the Red Terran, none other than Clem. And his opponent spawning into the upper left corner, the blue Zerg, Elazer. Quite excited to see this game. Both players strong in their own fields. Clem known for his hyper aggression, constant pressure being put on, really just squeezing opponents on both sides of the map. And Elazer, much more of a standard Zerg player from what I know, but has been in the scene for a longer time. Quite interested to see the eventual compositions and what's going to happen in this game. I am pleased to report, though, that starting out does not look like anything crazy. Both players opening up standard, saw the Depot Rex Refinery from Clem. Likewise for Elazer, Hatch Gas Pool. So both players opting for that standard economic opener. Might be looking at a good long macro TVZ here. The classic matchup. Scouting SCV goes out and the second expansion for Clem goes down. Elazer Natural Hatch almost done, but not quite there yet. Spawning pool about to finish up too. I expect to see those safety Zerglings and the first group of queens coming out. Clem scouting that natural hatchery and then backing off. Reaper going out now, so it is going to be a Reaper scout, followed up by a Marine, not going straight into the reactor. Might see the Reaper followed up with Hellions later, the very standard opener versus Zerg. Will the Reaper get anything done? Let's see. Making drones fly. More safety Zerglings coming out. That queen is almost here. Queen is here and Reaper goes by. In the meantime, that third hatch did get started along with the factory for Clem. And what is this I see? Third CC coming on, so definitely planning a macro game. Buildings doing their standard swapperoo here so that the factory can make double Hellion production. So that Reaper is going to be joined by Hellions, it looks like. More queens coming out. Zergling speed on the way. What's going to be the next step? Is it going to be banelings, as in the standard opener versus Terran? Or will it be something more unconventional? Hellion production on the way. Starport about to finish. Reaper making his presence known at that third hatch. Now jumping into the main, hoping to get some information, some inkling of knowing what Elazer is up to. Zergling speed finishes so that Reaper is no longer the king of speed on the map. Drone saving his own life by turning into a building right there in the mineral line. Clever tactic. More Hellions on the way, and Hellion production is continuing along with a Liberator. So even though Clem opening up with that third CC very quickly, has no intention of just letting Elazer drone up. Gets a creep tumor, awesome pickup, really helped to delay that early creep spread. Creep spread doing nicely on its own though. The defensive highway setup, double Evo coming out, and the knitting crew keeping those Hellions at bay. How many drones have gone down? 0. No units have fallen this entire game. Not for lack of trying though. Clem been very aggressive on Elazer's side of the map. Elazer throwing down the 4th hatchery. 3rd CC did finish up for Clem, but it was not put at the 3rd base just yet, helping out with SCV production. Liberator moving in. No kills yet. Queen doing a good job keeping it at bay. Those drones were pulled though. Liberator, can it get the queen? Not. Oh, that's close. Not looking like it though. Hellions now moving into the 3rd. Gonna be caught by those Zerglings though. A lot of Zerglings go down, but every Hellion is gone. Were any workers killed in there? No drones were killed. So just trading those Hellions for Zerglings, probably not the best trade that Clem was hoping for, but it's what was dealt, shall we say. Liberator did make it out alive too, in desperate need of repairs though. Now that that opening aggression is done with, what is the plan for both players here? Baneling Nest did go down, +1 on the way for the Zerg. Clem throwing down extra barracks, it looks like. Stim was done, combat shields on the way. Drilling claws also. Elazer sending out some scouting Zerglings here. Ooh. Run, unfortunately, right into a group of Marines. Oh, and the friendly fire Widow Mine. It's a good pickup by Elazer noticing that, though. Able to send these Zerglings in. Medevac picking up the Widow Mines. Oh, goodness. Zerglings do get into the natural, though. Are they going to get any damage done? Not looking like it. There's a lot of Marines here. Zerglings cleaned up. Virtually no damage done. That was an incredible medevac pickup on the Widow Mines there. 4th CC now on the way. Elazer taking base number 5, so continuing on with the macro play. Elazer might be trying to sneak some Zerglings around this top side though. They gonna get past the medevac? Looks like it. Widow Mine though. Oh, Zergling too fast for that. I missed a bit of a Widow Mine drop here. 9 drones were killed. Widow Mine connecting with an Overlord there, and Zerglings made it also into the natural. Clem now stepping onto the creep. Baneling's speed is done. Clem's +1 is not here yet though. Definitely do not want to take that fight. Backing off for just a moment. Clem's +1 just finished up. So now on even upgrades with the Zerg. Fighting just off the edge of creep, so a slight advantage for trying to kite the Zergling Baneling. There's too much Zerg here though, for just 2 groups of Marines. Trying to sneak another Widow Mine drop in the back. I'm gonna watch it this time. Oh, and the damage. 14 drones down. Widow Mine's doing downright cataclysmic level damage here. Worker count down practically to even, so Elazer has to replace a large number of drones. 4th base landing. 5th base was set up. More Widow Mines coming in. I think 7 more drones went down. Just too much action for me to keep up with. Another Widow Mine is hidden here. It might go undetected too. Clem moving on to creep on the other side might be able to distract Elazer. Spore finishes up. Oh, and the Widow Mine dies. Catches a number of Banelings morphing. They're about to finish though. Not sure what that scan was for. No creep tumors here, but Maybe Clem just feeling a bit paranoid. Maybe burrowed banelings. Queen's picking on a medevac here. In a good spot, though. Widowmine's staying burrowed there. Making that a very dangerous ramp for the Zerg. Clem wanting to step onto the creep here, maybe trying to clean up some of that creep spread, but Elazer's Zerglings forcing him to split his army off. Cleaning up that creep nicely. Massive Widowmine connection there. Great shot. More Widowmines coming in. Clem really being annoying with these mines. Double medevac drop going along the bottom side, along with a large group of Marines in the center. This medevac still has one mine in it. Might be used later on in the game. Changeling exposed. Met with fierce resistance. Marines coming in now. Large group of Zerg here, though. The Baneling run by. Takes out the depots, but not much else. Clem already at max supply, so not a huge concern. We'll be able to stop those. Denying more creep spread. Group of Marines just kind of sitting there. Marauders forced back by this overwhelming Zerg force. Is Elazer going to keep the pressure on, though? Command center flying in. That is not a safe place to land. Run, CC. Now, Elazer realizing he might just be a bit too far. Oh, luring Clem, actually. Brilliant move. Luring Clem over those burrowed banelings. Hydra's now harassing that third base of Clem. There's a burrowed Zergling here. Can't land that base just yet. Hydras versus Siege Tank. Looks like Siege Tank is winning. Widowmine burrowed again. The terror of the Zerg mineral lines today. What an aggressive game so far. And excuse me? How many lurkers? Just have 14 lurkers. That's fine. Completely normal. The Elazer not coming in. Needs to burrow those lurkers, though. More lurkers caught out of position on the upper part. Siege tanks go down. Bit of a good spread here, but unfortunately just not enough Zerg to support these lurkers. Clem will clean that up. More burrowed banelings here. +3 now finishing for Clem. Elazer at +2 weapons, +3 armor, so a little bit of an advantage for Clem there. Oh, the Queen violence. Did not need to see that. Group of Marines ready to do some damage eventually here. Missile turret coming up. Will the Banes get to do their damage before that missile turret gets active, though? Damage being done. 3 locations. The Lurker run by. Not your usual choice of units for harassment. But Elazer clearly making it work here while Clem is distracted with the other armies. More lurkers in position up here. Lurkers downright destroying command centers there. Banes finish morphing in. They might catch some siege tanks out of position here. Great pickup. The lurkers. The lurker harass. More SCVs going down. These lurkers are still doing damage. incredible. They completely vacated that third base of Clem. Oh, the ghosts come out. Put a stop to that madness. We are 15 minutes into this game. Clem and Elazer both doing incredible damage to each other, but neither side having a huge advantage at this point. Clem now stepping onto the creep towards that fifth base. Siege tanks in a good spot, but they're pretty far back. Clem going to have to kite the Zerg towards those tanks to get their help. Elazer opting to not even fool with it. Just go for the rest of the bases. There's a lot of lurkers here, but Clem has ghosts and siege tanks out now. Lurkers doing their part, taking out command centers yet again. Will Clem be flanking these lurkers with a bioforce? Clem using the scan to get enough range to try and snipe those lurkers, a good decision. And flanking with marauders here. He needs some detection though, these lurkers. Oh, ghosts going down to Zerglings, it looks like. Lurkers do get cleaned up by that group of marauders from up top, but there's been a ton of damage done here. Clem down in supply now. 10 more Hydras on the way for Elazer. Elazer might be trying to close this game out right here. Barracks going down, Hydras and Zerglings putting pressure on. Clem pulling the boys though. Gonna force the Zerg back. What is it with lurker harassment this game? Cleaned up. Clem, now moving a bioforce across the map, might be able to cancel his base. Definitely. No cancel though, that was a kill. Elazer distracted, trying to get these forces in up top. Reinforcing Clem, now hitting other bases in the bottom side of the map. Lurkers coming in to flank siege tanks. This is madness. Clem forced to lift off these CCs again though. Lurkers being quite troublesome. That group of bio cleaned up the hatchery. They are moving out, hungry for Zerg blood. Elazer now pushing that force back with lurkers and Zerglings. Clem likewise pushing those lurkers back from up top. 22 SCVs went down though. Clem down nearly 30 workers. Not a huge problem given that he is producing SCVs out of 5 or 6 command centers now, but still, that's resources that aren't being put into army units. Yeah, I wouldn't land that right there. More Zerglings coming in up top while these Hydras and Lurkers getting a bunch of medevacs with units and denying that base. What a game. This is a great time for that dramatic Wings of Liberty music. Thank you, Alarak.
I hesitate to think what you would do without me.
Zerglings now coming in, taking siege tank fire. Elazer just maybe forcing Clem back to deal with these Zerglings. Another run by of Marines here. And should be able to get that hatchery. Elazer. Cancel. Okay, good. Clem scanning that high ground, seeing that there is more Zerg up here. Meanwhile, both armies positioning towards that northern side of the map. The tension. Elazer moving in with lurkers and zerglings up top again, trying to deny this base. Gets the planetary. Clem moving his forces into the southern side of the map. Focusing down that hatchery, it looks like. Definitely enough bio to clean this up. Elazer's group doing more work on the northern side. Drones going down, SCVs going down. Planetaries being uprooted. Hatcheries decimated. Both players taking huge chunks out of each other right now. Get those lurkers burrowed. Siege tanks go down. Marine Marauder also doing work. That was an optimistic hatchery, Elazer. Elazer now repositioning towards the third base of Clem. I think this is the maybe third base. Vipers pulling siege tanks into that lurker minefield. Great abduct. There might just be too much bio here though. Definitely too much Terran. Pulls another siege tank. We'll get it. The Queens. You're a little late to this party, Queens. Why are you off the creep? Transfuse is going out on this hero lurker, though. Will eventually... No, not yet. The lurker lives. Orbital goes down. Queens also giving their lives for this cause. Clem taking a lot of damage here, down to only 29 workers. Both players really just low on army. Clem's low on workers. And both players running a bit low on bases. I heard a Widow Mine. There it is. Widow Mine. 17 kills on a Widow Mine. Lurker harassment continuing, of course. Both players looking like they're stabilizing at their incredibly low incomes. Look at this bank. That is definitely not a bank, shall we say. But it's what they have. Both players knocked down to really just one base economy here. Broken and beaten. Both players trying to come up with any semblance of army that they can pressure the other with. 23 minutes on the timer now, and both players just at each other's throats, really. I can't believe the number of bases that have gone down over the course of this game. Clem now coming in with what appears to be quite a sizable army given the time of this game. Siege tanks goes shooting those lurkers. Lurkers are being forced, well, they should be forced back. Elazer opting to move in though. This is really all that both of these players have. Elazer not enough money to produce enough. Yep, there it is. GG is called. After a long and bloody game, Clem takes it with relentless aggression and very efficient trades coming out of those Widow Mines and siege tanks throughout the course of the game. Did you enjoy the game? Do you feel that lurkers should be able to shoot their spines across the entire map with unlimited range? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching, and have a great day.